Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. I promise for those of you that have been following, reaction videos are coming. I got a warning over some reactions I did because of Mania, so we're just taking a bit of a break this week. We're going to give it a breather. I'm back to reactions next week. It's simple as that. That's what's going on. The Monday Night Raw started very strong. Oba Femi came out, crowd went wild. He literally only said the ruler has arrived and left, but the crowd loved it. They enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I mean, I love Oba, so was really happy about that. Rio defeated Kabuki Warriors. That was the first match, and it was kind of a send off because later in the night, Rhea basically said she's going to go handle business on SmackDown now and asking Io Sky to just kind of watch over Raw while Mommy is away. Ethan Page did end up getting drafted to Monday Night Raw, so I thought that was really cool. I love Ethan Page. He's a Canadian boy, so I always support my Canadians no matter what, you know what I mean? And later on, he did end up facing Javon Evans, but before that, there was a promo which was basically Punk came out to the ring, said that he's gonna be okay. You know, there have been tougher losses in his life leading up to the loss to Roman Reigns, and then he said that he's just gonna stay ready for the next title opportunity. Cody Rhodes came out, his eye is gross and black and clearly from the punt. They kind of hinted at a potential CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes title shot in the near future. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, obviously, because Randy's still kind of lurking there in the background, but we're going to have to see. But that's kind of where that promo led to. It was an okay promo, but nothing obviously leading to what it was like into Mania. Ethan Page did beat Javon Evans in his first match on Raw. However, it was with the help of a distraction by Rusev. After Ethan Page won, Rusev then started attacking Javon Evans. Penta tried to come and stop Rusev. Ethan Page got involved and stopped Rusev from attacking Evans. And then, of course, Rusev just went haywire and destroyed everybody except, of course, Ethan Page. Following that match, we had Liv Morgan come out saying, world's greatest women champion of all time, etc. Sol Ruka actually interrupted her and made her debut on Raw. And this actually turned into a match. During the match, Zarya from NXT, her old tag team partner, basically got involved. By the time Sol Ruka got back into the ring, she got hit with Oblivion, and that was the end of that. At the end of the match, as Liv was walking out, there was a face to face with Stephanie Vaquer. That's all we saw from Stephanie on Raw this week, and I think that makes sense. They're just kind of saying, "Hey, she's still here. Remember her." Kind of makes sense. After that, you had a promo from Paul Heyman, The Vision, and Braun Breaker. Honestly, the promo itself was kind of weak. It was the usual same things like, hey, we're gonna beat Seth Rollins, blah blah blah. We're gonna rule everything. But honestly, Vision, in my opinion, is still done even with Braun Breaker back. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. What I liked about this though, he basically said that Brock Lesnar is now in the forever part of the quote from the WWE. He's no longer in the now, which he's basically saying yes, he is retired. During the promo, Seth Rollins came out to attack everyone. Obviously, it was 3-on-1. Street Profits made a return and they came to the rescue. But in the end, it led Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins were the only two left in the ring. You thought Seth had the upper hand. He even busted up Braun Breaker. He was bleeding everywhere, but he was able to come back, get a couple spears in, and then it ended it. The next match was the main event. You saw Finn Balor take on JD McDonough. It was extremely brutal before the match even started. Finn Balor did end up winning that great match. But of course, Dirty Dom tried to get involved after the match, but Finn was able to fight him off as well. So I'm actually happy that, they're pushing a strong Finn. This is great. This is what we want to see. I'm hoping to see maybe him versus Roman Reigns in the near future. So this takes us to the last promo of the night. It was Roman Reigns coming out with the Usos. The Usos basically saying that whenever he's around and they're around, the bloodline is around. When you thought it was all said and done, Jacob Fatu's music hit. He came out and basically said he wants everything that Romans has. He wants the money, the cars, the Rolexes. He wants to be able to provide the best life possible for his kids and challenge him at Backlash. So I wasn't really a fan of that whole thing just because I think, like, right coming off Mania, this wasn't the direction. I think like give it a bit of a breather, like give it a Raw or two, before Backlash. I get it. They're wanting to set up that next pay-per-view. I just don't know that this was the direction. And we've done Bloodline versus Bloodline versus Bloodline versus Bloodline. This still fits. I still think it's going to be a great match. Roman did say though that he wants to wait till next week to respond. So we're going to have to see what direction they're going in. This could be another curveball. Who knows? I just thought it fell off a little bit of place. Overall, I think I got to give tonight a solid maybe B minus. Honestly, it was the NXTs came in that really shined for me tonight. I think Ethan Page with his match with Javon Evans and Sol Ruka and Liv really carried tonight. That's my 2 cents. Put it in the comments down below. Let me know what you think, and hopefully I will be back. Don't forget to follow for some more news and updates, and I will be back with some more reactions really, really soon.